What would you do if every human vanished but you? Print out the entirety of Wikipedia for reference. 2 positives in that. You can get good info on how to survive, and you can read some articles for entertainment. Search random houses and find and uncover cool crap/secrets about people. I just want to see how people live and also their houses. Probably would find some useful things to survive too. I was a housekeeper and I'm positive you really don't want to see how other people live. Effing panic would probably be my reaction. I mean, where'd they all go? Maybe the world was bound to end, you were left behind. What did I do wrong? Smoke too much weed? Alarm didn't go off. Everyone else wasn't late to the party. I guess my phone died, could have sworn I set an alarm for that. Go onto YouTube and comment blast on videos. Everybody gangsta until you get a like. Not that unlikely, as there will probably be some bots that might find your comment funny. Gold. Go back to sleep. They can't fire me now. Or come to collect rent. Or serve any more subpoenas. Or pay my taxes. Or come take my property for not paying taxes. Or arrest me for murdering 3 people. You'll get your rent when you fix this damn door. I would hide from the thing that took them. Yup, that would be my biggest concern. Why, I'm the only one left? Am I being watched? What if one night I hear someone suddenly talking, but immediately disappear the next morning? That thought alone could keep me anxious the whole time. Forget about the talking that would signify someone else. What about if you hear something crash or bang in your house? Well, if all the humans are gone, it's safe to assume there'd be animals everywhere. I think hearing someone talking is a lot scarier. Because that means you are indeed not alone in that world. Which also mean whoever was talking, they are intentionally chose to not interacting with you. They want you to be the last human on Earth. If that was me, I'll go insane looking for answer. That took a dark turn. And it started so happy and carefree. Are they gone? Or am I the only one left visible? Because if that was the case, I'd become paranoid as F. F around and find out. Grabs paint. Reminds me of the Invisible Man movie. Would recommend. Edit. I've only seen the 2020 version, but I'd watch the other ones to see how they compare. No way he could completely clean off all of that paint in 10 seconds at the kitchen sink. I painted 2 weeks ago and still find random spots of paint on my arms. But he's a scientist though. Well, maybe he doused himself in paint thinner, not that you need to be a scientist to know that helps a little. But even then you could follow him just based on the smell. You'd probably see a ton of shirts and sweaters and pants and stuff wandering around. We're so conditioned to cover up, my guess is most people couldn't bring themselves to walk out the door bare-ass naked, even without visible ass to bare. If I were invisible and going into public, I'd most likely still wear clothes. People are gross and clothes would afford me a bit of protection from any fluids that have been left behind by those that are completely naked. Vaginas leak, farts expel particles of poo, pooticles, if you will, and dicks and balls are sweaty bacterial havens. Some naked invisible person bumps into you and there's no telling what sorts of their own personal goo you just got on you. Forget about sitting down on any public seats, or touching most any surfaces for that matter. Pooticles, if you will, I will not. Just what I wanted, silence and peace. And then the screamers come. Screamers? Only the humans disappeared. It's just a matter of time before they take back the Earth. Hold up. Get free food. Until it all goes moldy. Canned food. There will be practically infinite supplies lying around. They will become less palatable, but most of them will easily last until you die. You could also just waltz into your nearest military base and loot their MRE reserves. Just beware of the constipation it may cause if you only eat that, the dedicated MRE food, not the ones just procured from the market and packaged into green bags. Eventually you'd figure out how to forage and hunt for food just out of boredom or a change of pace from preserved food, then maybe start growing your own. Then you'd get a scratch, it'd get infected, then you die. You could die just as prosaically from scratching your hand opening a jagged metal can lid, eating from a can that wasn't quite pasteurized correctly, or bursting a blood vessel from the MRE craps. God, that last one sounds terrible. Meals rarely excrete it. There's a near-endless supply of antibiotics. I could dance through a sewer pipe with open sores on my feet every day and still not run out. That stockpile that would normally be given to old people and idiots with the flu is now mine, all mine. Just a note, I don't actually want to dance through sewers. I much prefer it when my feet are warm, dry and not submerged in liquid human feces, but you know. Go to the library and break my glasses. Edit, yes, Twilight Zone. Wait, my eyesight isn't that bad. I can still read the large print books. Eyes fall out. At least I can still read Braille. Hands fall off. AHH. Tongue falls out. Head falls off. The scary door. You are entering the vicinity of an area adjacent to a location. Fingertips lost in accident. At least my Audible subscription is still active. You are entering the realm which is unusual. Maybe it's magic or contains some kind of monster. The second one. Prepare to enter. The scary door. Feral chicken ate the server. Welcome to the scary door. It's not fair. There was time now. I had all the time in the world. Just start digging through people's stuff until you find glasses of a similar prescription. Don't want to play the lottery digging through houses? Find an eyeglass store and start digging through the prescriptions that haven't been picked up yet. And since you're all alone, you have plenty of time to casually find a place and not worry about getting run over. Wild/feral animals are another story. Not sure you got the reference. An episode of the original Twilight Zone TV series featured a bookworm-type office worker, always hounded and never able to read as much as he liked. One day goes into the bank vault to sneak some reading time, comes out after a nuclear war. Sits down to finally be able to read in quiet and peace. Drops and breaks his reading glasses. And then the further replies were references to the Futurama bit called The Scary Door that parodied the Twilight Zone and that episode in particular. They take it one step further where his eyes fall out of his head. They took it a lot more than one step further. 3 or 4 steps. It's been a while since I've seen the episode. I think his body falls apart entirely, correct? Go check out Area 51 and see if there's really anything interesting in there. They said if every human vanished, so watch out. Oh crap, spoopy. Spoopy indeed. Spoopy indeed. You still wouldn't be able to get in. Security systems still exist. Edit, don't a lot of electronic security systems leak down automatically if they lose power? Wait a couple months or however long it takes for the electricity grid to fail and then Naruto run my ass into there. Landmines don't need batteries. They have roads to Area 51, you realize. Road mines. F. Download as much information as I could think of off the web before the internet/power grid stopped working. And fill up a bunch of gas cans for my new truck I'm going to pick out. Then I'd load up on how to put in solar panels and batteries on my house and try to set up an off-grid system. It's basically what I want to do to get away from all the other humans right now anyway, but without having to live 50 miles outside of town. LPT, you can download the entirety of Wikipedia, that'd be a great place to start. It makes my eye twitch that the average game download is bigger than the compressed Wikipedia, and I've got at least 10 that are bigger than the uncompressed one. Edit, people, stop telling me that it's terabytes, that's the entire history of Wikipedia, which seems totally unnecessary. And B, just text. I know that, I still expected it to be more. Compressed Wikipedia doesn't include any of the images if I recall correctly. Games have a lot of images and audio, those are what take up so much space. Text also compresses really well, while most games will already be compressing all their assets as much as possible to improve performance. I guess a picture really is worth 1,000 words. Well, 1 megabyte of text, uncompressed text file, is 1,048,576 characters. So that's even more. Keep in mind that is text only. If you want all the images, videos, and other media files, it's in the tens of terabytes if I recall correctly. Yeah, this is a great suggestion. But you would still need more than just Wikipedia. Are there any other massive downloadable information files like this? Probably downloading part of YouTube would be super helpful too. /r/data hoarder has tons of stuff like this. Reddit link. Then I'd load up on how to put in solar panels and batteries on my house and try to set up an off-grid system. They're all your houses now. You can just move into one that already has all of that. Look at the brain on this guy. In all seriousness, that's seriously a good way to look at it. It's kind of fascinating to think of how long various things would take to stop working and what kinds of problems would arise from things that need to be maintained and now have nobody there to do it. There was a television series Life After People that was about this exact thing. It was pretty interesting. Plants everywhere and all our buildings are really good for birds and small critters. Guess I got a crap ton of dogs to take care of now. If every human disappears, I'll just be killed by someone's savage pet. Or my neighbors. Hold up, every other human disappeared, so what exactly are your neighbors? He's probably Australian. Dead set, going to sting that drongo till he's carked it, random platypus. Jesus Christ, the stress of getting the pets out before they start starving. Listen, I just went through this thought process and there's no possible way to save them all, so anyone reading this, just stop here cause it's only going to bug you more and more. Just go to Alpo Factory and release all the dog food and leave the doors open. This was my exact thought. I have so many pets to care for. Seriously, releasing animals is all I'd be able to do. Have to get as many free as I can in the shortest time possible. Between houses and local shelters in my town alone, I'd have to spend a few days, then branching out from there. Then it gets bad real quick the longer you go. I'd have to stop at some point. I keep trying to type of my reasoning of why it would suck and now I'm sad. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to be the first to know about Red Rabbit Reader's new videos. If you like our videos, please like them on YouTube and share them with your friends. We welcome your comments below. Press to start another of our videos.